Hello dear student, how are you? I hope you're fine. Welcome to our first vocabulary video. This series of videos is aimed at students who are at an intermediate level. So if you're a basic student, there is a playlist for you. If you're an advanced student, there's also a different playlist for you. So stay here only if you are an intermediate student. Guys, I have to admit that this lesson of the book is not that interesting. We're going to talk about countries, nationalities, and languages. And some students find it very boring. It's not the most exciting class, but I want you to take it as a chance to brush up, to review some content from elementary school, high school, also to learn something about culture, and also train your pronunciation, because we're going to do that a lot, because I want you to repeat these words after me as precisely, as correctly as you can. Okay, let's get started then. We're just going to read all these countries, nationalities, and languages. Please take notes if something is quite different for you. Later on, I don't know if it's still in this video because this is going to take some time, I am going to do some activities with you regarding this vocabulary, but also trying to review some basic content of grammar, for example, subject pronouns, possessive pronouns, things like that. It's getting really hot here, so I'm going to turn my AC on. Good, let's get started then. Here we have Australia. Repeat after me. Australia. Guys, it's quite interesting that even though in English we do not have accent marks, some words they bring accent marks, but most of the words don't. So something that you can do to help you visualize what is the stressed syllable is by putting a small dot around it. Not necessarily precisely at it, but around it. For example, when you say Australia, you know that tre is the stressed syllable. So you could say Australia, Australian, English, Australia, Australian, English, Brazil, Brazilian, Portuguese, Portuguese, Portuguese. Australia, Australian, English. Repeat. Brazil, Brazilian, Portuguese. That's what we're going to do here. China, China, Chinese, Mandarin, Mandarin. China, Chinese, Mandarin. You see how this black dot is following the stress of my words? So if the syllable is strong, I am marking it so I can memorize later. This is a very good practice if you want to do. Egypt, Egypt, Egypt. Egyptian, Egyptian, Egyptian. Arabic, Arabic, Arabic. Next one. France, 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 French, French. So France, French, French. The country is France, the nationality is French, the language is French. Now, lots of people confuse that. Germany, Germany, Germany. Germany is the country, okay? If you're talking about the nationality, you're using German, no Y, German. And also for the language, German, German. Guys, if you don't know what country is this, don't go to Google Translate, please. I don't want to translate them here because translating kills the process of learning anything. So what you could do is open Google and type like Google UK, Google the United States, or Google in English. Because then when you put the country, you will see some information about the country and you will recognize what country it is without really translating. Okay? You can also look for them in a map, which is quite useful. It's going to teach you a lot. Maybe you will review content that you have forgotten. And it's also fun. Next, Greece, 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 Greek, Greek, Greece, Greek, Greek. Next one, Italy, 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 Italian, Italian. Look, this word, Italy, we use it, when we are speaking it slowly, when we are saying it slowly, we will say Italy. But especially in American English, when we are speaking a little faster, this will become Italy, Italy, okay? Italian, Italian, also for the language. Japan, Japanese, Japanese. Japan, Japanese, Japanese. Poland, Poland. Polish, Polish. Now, Russia. I love this country. Russia. It's a shame I have never been there. Russian, Russian. I've tried to learn Russian a couple of times already, but it's so hard. Russia, Russian, Russian. Switzerland, Switzerland, Switzerland. If you are from Switzerland, you are Swiss. And you speak Swiss German. Also French, if I'm not mistaken, and maybe Italian too. I don't remember. Spain, only one syllable, like France, Greece. Spanish, Spanish. So these are a lot of countries, nationalities, and languages. We are having the chance to also practice our pronunciation. Now, on the right side of my board, we've got Israel, 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 Israeli, Israeli, and Hebrew, Hebrew, Hebrew. Korea, Korean, Korean. Okay, repeat after me, dear student. Saudi, Saudi Arabia, Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabian, Arabian. Arabic, Arabic. Now we've got Thailand, Thailand. Thai, Thai. Look at the TH sound. Thailand. Turkey, Turkish, Turkish. Okay? Now we've got to the UK. Look, guys, the UK is not necessarily one country. The UK is a group of countries, okay? And they are together because they like each other. So everybody who belongs or who was born in England, Scotland, Wales, or Northern Ireland, all these countries, they are very good friends. So together they form the United Kingdom. Everybody that is from the United Kingdom is called a British, or a Brit actually, but the nationality is British, British. And their language is English. But here, when we say British, we are thinking about people from England, Scotland, Wales, or Northern Ireland. Okay? We are not specifying any country. We are saying that if someone is British, this person can be from England, from Scotland, from Wales, or from Northern Ireland. Right? But now talking specifically about these countries. If you are born in England, you are English. That's your nationality. So you kind of have two nationalities. Actually, that's not it. That's not the reality. But if you see yourself as a member of the UK, you are considered British. But if you want to sound more specific, you could say you are English. Okay? Scotland, let me mark this here. England, English. Dear, this is not aim. This is never aim. This is English. Okay? English here. It's also the same thing. The UK, right? You can pronounce this. The UK, the United Kingdom. The United Kingdom. Okay. Scotland. If you are from Scotland, you are Scottish. Scottish. Okay. But if you're speaking fast, especially adopting British or an American accent, this will become a Scottish. English. Wales. Oh, I also love this country. Wales. If you were born in Wales, you are Welsh, and you also speak English. And now we've got Northern Ireland. So you know that Ireland is one country, but there are some differences in terms of politics, ideology, principally religion, and they decided to kind of split up, right? So we now have the Northern Ireland, which is still part of the UK, but the south part of it, the Southern Ireland, is not part of the UK anymore, okay? Interesting how geography works, right? Anyway, Northern Ireland, if you are from Northern Ireland or from Southern Ireland, it really doesn't matter. You are Irish. And you speak English. Okay, you're also British because your country is a member of the United Kingdom. Now we've got the United States. This is quite easy, right? The USA. We can also refer to the United States as the US only. That's the short form of it, the US. The nationality is American, of course, and the language is English. And look at the pronunciation of the country. That's the name of the country. And some people really mispronounce this. So the correct form is the United States. This is very strong. See this blue dot? United States of America. The United States of America. That's the pronunciation of it. Okay? So now that you know how to pronounce all of them, I am going to erase half of my board because I want to work with some specific language so we can really use this, not just memorize a bunch of countries and nationalities, okay? But this is going to be a topic for our next video. So hold your horses, I'll be right back, okay? See you in a while.